What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down the third episode of COPI Cafe. If you're not aware of what COPI Cafe is, it's a new installment that has just been released by the Cornucopias team, and once per week, Josh and Rob, who are the CEOs of Cornucopias, meet to give the community an update on the development of the game. In the latest installment of COPI Cafe, Rob and Josh talked about the OG Discord role. They also hinted at possibly adding a tier system in which there would be 2 tiers of OG members. In addition to that, they did talk about their upcoming NFT Marketplace, as well as the upcoming land sale and their COPIWIKI. Towards the end of the COPI Cafe, they did give us a little leak, and that was geared around some upcoming merch that's going to be for sale. When it comes to the OG member role, as I mentioned in my last video, which was covering the OG Bubble Jet Mint, which I'll leave a link to in the description for, the Cornucopias team basically stated that the OG member role in Discord was officially closed. Now, the role is going to be closed until the mint of the OG Bubble Jets has been completed, and that's scheduled right now to be about 2 weeks. Josh also mentioned that they were looking at potentially adding a second tier for the OG role. And so there would no longer just be one classification or just one single role. There would actually be 2 separate roles where one would actually have a little bit more status than the other. And so I think this is going to allow for them to basically keep the OGs as they are now, and then potentially give the new role to any of the new OG members after the mint date. They did also talk about some of the perks of being an OG member, with the biggest being the ability to help out when it comes to testing of the game. And so if you're an OG member, you will have access to the alpha version of the game, as well as the mobile version of the game before it's actually released. This is a huge incentive for the community to get involved with the Cornucopias project. And I think that as the launch date of the project gets closer, we're going to see more people trying to become OGs. The next thing I want to talk about is the Cornucopias NFT Marketplace. And so as you guys may know, Cornucopias had actually partnered up with the Dirtbirds team in order to get assistance with their minting technology. It looks like now though that the Cornucopias team may have their own NFT marketplace that they're ready to launch. And so for any of you participating in the OG Bubble Jet Mint, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually going to be taking place on the Cornucopias NFT Marketplace. And Rob and Josh basically mentioned that this is going to be a testing phase for the NFT Marketplace. So hopefully whatever they find out in here, they're able to use and leverage for the land sale. The next thing that was discussed during the COPI Cafe update was how the team plans to manage land within the Cornucopias Metaverse. And so Rob and Josh basically said that they are pivoting from their original plan of using villages within the Cornucopias Metaverse, and they're now actually going to be adopting districts within each of the biodomes. And so without going too much further into the details of that, I did want to mention that. But as more details become clear, I'll make sure to keep you guys posted. The team also talked about the COPIWIKI. They actually had one of the main developers of the COPIWIKI, I believe he was actually the product owner from the Cornucopias team, come on and actually talk about their development when it comes to this particular feature. And so the COPIWIKI is basically going to be a one-stop shop for all the resources tied to the Cornucopias Metaverse. And so the team aims to basically produce this document themselves before the launch of the game, instead of letting the community do that like we've kind of seen in traditional gaming environments. So I think this is going to give a lot of the new users to the COPI Metaverse a head start, and it should hopefully clear things up for them as they're getting started. I'm really looking forward to the COPIWIKI, to seeing what exactly is in there. And from what I understand, it's not just going to be a traditional text document. It's going to contain videos, images, links, all that good stuff. So again, this should be a really helpful resource to all the newcomers into the metaverse. But I also think it's going to be a really good resource, even just for some of the OG members that have been around the project for quite a bit. The last announcement that was made during the COPI Cafe was about Cornucopias merch. Rob announced that the Cornucopias team will be aiming to sell mugs and stickers to the community. Now, he did mention that this will not be their main priority, being that right now they are working on developing the Metaverse. However, I do think that there has been a lot of the community members asking for merch, and so they're really trying to satisfy that request. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what additional merch comes out. I know that Josh did mention t-shirts, but for now that hasn't been confirmed. And so we'll be on the lookout for the mugs and stickers and hopefully some additional merch in the future. That's going to wrap it up for today's video on the third installment of the COPI Cafe. If you found this video to be helpful, please make sure to tap that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave those down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.